I'm Russ Jones, and you're watching Smoky Ribs Barbecue. So in the spirit of outdoor cooking, I've decided to do this on a tailgate. This is it, nice sleek looking little unit, and the assembly is very straightforward. We had to put this handle on. You got your grates here, they just pop in, no big deal. Under here, this flies into a piece that you have to turn this upside down. There's 4 screws that holds that assembly in. Now this is your ash pan, this is where your ash will collect. And this is a little reservoir. This is pretty heavy stainless right here. And what this is for is to put water or beer or fruit juice or whatever to create a steam. This is supposed to increase your cook time up to 3 times by using this as steam. But if you use something flavored, it can add actual flavor into whatever you're cooking as well. I'll probably just put straight up water, maybe a little bit of beer, because we're doing wings on this here in a little bit. But I want to walk around and show you the entire thing. And I'm telling you, this thing is going to be a game changer. It already is. There's nothing else on the market quite like this. And what makes this a game changer, to me anyhow, is the fact that it runs off a battery. This is where your battery goes. I'm actually charging it up as I'm speaking, and it will just go in here, and this powers off the battery. Now, you can get extra batteries. Let's say you want to do like a 3-day camping trip, you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You want to make sure you had enough power. You could get up to 2 batteries, 3 batteries, whatever. But so you know, you can get up to 10 hours cook time on one single battery. That's pretty good. This unit features dual sensors for precise temperature control, which is going to ensure a perfect cook every time. Now, I haven't cooked on it yet, so I'm going to actually cook on it and see if all the things they say about this grill holds to be true. But that's what they're claiming. Now, they say that this thing can hold temperatures within 5 degrees Celsius. Now, I'm in America. We don't use Celsius unless you're an engineer or something like that. So I did the conversion on that. And 1 degree Celsius is equivalent to 1.8 degree Fahrenheit. So that's now saying that this will hold temps within 9 degrees, give or take, but below or above whatever the set temp is. Let me tell you, anytime you can get a grill that can hold within 9 degrees, you're doing outstanding. I'm just saying, I remember pellet grills I've owned in the past, and you were lucky if you could get it to hold within 30 degrees plus or minus. 9 degrees, that's at the most extreme. Right, now it's got this extended grate here if you want to use that, and I might use that today because I'm doing chicken wings, and some tend to cook a little quicker than others, and I can put them up here. This is your grate. As far as portable grills go, that's quite a bit of real estate. Then you got your heat deflector, your heat shield. This slides over here. That's for indirect cooking. And then if you want to sear steaks off, you can slide it back, and that exposes the firebox right here. You'll get up to 500 degrees searing heat coming out of this firebox. All right, the hopper on this is a 5-pound capacity. From what I've seen, this is going to be really efficient. And, you know, if it gets low, just add more, no big deal. That's really the only thing you got to grab. You get ready to go on a trip of some sort, whether it be fishing, hunting, whatever. If you want to bring this with you, of course, you're going to have a bag of pellets. And that's it. Maybe some extra batteries if you have the extended stay like we discussed earlier. Now, once this battery gets topped off, I'm going to show you that this thing has preset modes for various types of cooking. It's got a very impressive control head here. Now, there is a phone app for this, and I'm going to connect that just as soon as I'm able to get power to it here, coming up soon. Battery's almost charged, and that's another thing, talking about batteries. They say that the battery can charge from a dead battery all the way up to a full battery in like I think it was 1.8 hours, something like that, less than 2 hours. So that's pretty good. And you would charge it just like you would charge your cell phone with a USB-C. Yeah, so they boast that this dual sensor combined with their upgraded PID system allows for precise pellet feeding, which eliminates temperature fluctuations and guaranteeing consistent results within that 9 Fahrenheit or 5 Celsius. So that's pretty amazing. If it actually does it, we'll find that out here momentarily. Now the lid will let down, and speaking of the lid, there is a felt gasket all the way around that's going to really hold that smoke in there. But you take this piece here, then you can tighten that down when you're traveling to prevent that from coming up and bouncing. There's one just like it over here on this side. Get to where you're going, just flip that down. Now you got access. And here is your grease catch right here. Now it uses these little throwaway pans here, and it does come with extras. And that just slides back here. Now if you're doing something like a pork butt with a lot of fat, you might want to check that from time to time. It probably wouldn't take much to fill that up. So the battery's charged, so I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. These turn upwards. Push that in. All right, our control head is starting up. Press anywhere to access the menu, it says. Or maybe it means here. Oh, there it goes. All right, let's see. Rotate the knob right side to ignite. All right, we got to get some pellets in this thing. Chad, you want to go ahead and pour some pellets in there?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to cook right away. We've got to burn this thing in for a little bit. All right, so I just went into settings. I went to grill info, and from there you can change your temperature units from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And that should have ignited this, and all I'm doing is burning this off. So once I burn this thing off for a couple hours, we're going to come back, and at that point we'll go ahead and get some chicken going. All right, now I didn't show you because I was in the middle of burning this thing down, but I was having a lot of fluctuations in my temperature from where I had it set to where I had it here, and I mean it was way out. And so I got to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, this thing probably has to be updated. So that's what I did. I went into settings, and then if you go into grill info, if there's an update, it's going to say here, and that's what I did. And I'm glad I did that because it gave me more options that I didn't have before. Like I was looking for a prime button earlier, and I didn't see it. As you see, it now has a prime button, and these temps are definitely in line now. So if you get one of these, make sure to update it before you do anything else. So yeah, it comes with these two probes right here, and they would plug into here and here. These are meat probes. Obviously there's a built-in probe that's keeping up with this temperature, but as you can see, that's 246, 250, that's within 4 Fahrenheit. That's great. Man, this thing is riding picture perfect now that I've done that update. Now I've got 6 whole chicken wings. Every now and then I'll separate chicken wings, but for the most part I like cooking them just like you see them there. I'm going to go ahead and season these up, and we're going to get them on here. We've been burning this thing in for about an hour and a half. Temps are rock solid. I mean, you just can't beat that. Pretty excited about this new pit. All right, so I'm using some PS Seasoning Buffalo Cajun Wing Rub, and it does smell good. All right, let's get them on the pit here. So let's close her up, get these gloves off. All right, so there we go. Looking good. All right, these things are done. I just checked on them, and I'm running about 175 across all of them. And I did just want to tell you, if you look at the time, it's been 4 hours and 6 minutes. Now that is not including the time that I ran it before I updated it. So I do have in excess of 5 hours, and if you look at the battery indicator, it's almost half. So I think this thing definitely will give you 10 hours of cook time, no problem. When you start the igniter, that's going to rob the most of it out of the gate. I mean, it's going to take like a quarter of that battery just to ignite it, but after that, man, it is smooth sailing. Absolutely. Our temperature, if you notice, I jacked it way up. I started off at 250 to just let them go kind of low and slow for a while, bringing them up to this temperature here to where they can actually get a nice, good crisp to them. Let's look at them. All right, let's see how we done here. Let's just take one of these wings. Oh man, look how juicy that is. All right, here comes the official taste test right here. All right, here we go. Whew, just as juicy, tender as they can be. Very good. I couldn't have been more pleased with the way these turned out. I own a lot of grills, as y'all know, and these turned out as good on this as they would have any pit that I own. I think this is going to make a fantastic portable grill. Like I said earlier, we do cruising the coast, we do Mardi Gras parades. This is going to be ideal for that. Hope you all enjoyed it. Check them out if you're looking for a grill like this. I recommend it. I'm Russ Jones with Smoky Ribs Barbecue.